Hey everyone, welcome back. My name's Greg and you are watching Introduction to Appian Interfaces. Now in this video, we're going to take a deeper dive into the various components and layouts that you will use to create your own interfaces. Now don't forget, like, subscribe, and comment to see more videos like this one, and check out the other relevant resources in the description below. Alright, let's get started. So here we are on the interface object. Now the interface object we talked about a little bit before, where we have the palette on the left, the canvas in the middle, and templates to get us starting on the right. Now depending on the interface that you're going to create, you may want to create it using a form, or starting with a page, depending on what you're trying to do. Now for us, we're going to choose a form template. Now for our goal, we're going to create a contact form that utilizes first name, last name, email, and phone number. Now, when I chose the one column form template, it provided me with these two section layouts, but I don't need this bottom section. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on it and use the drop down to delete. All right, now right here in the middle, I do want to incorporate some of those text components for first name, last name, and email, but I want them to be a little bit more structured. So I'll incorporate a columns layout. So I'm going to go ahead and just drag in a columns layout, and it gives me 3 columns, but I don't need 3 of them. I'm just going to get rid of one of them. So now I got my 2, and I'm going to start bringing in my captured components like text, one for first name, one for last name, another one for email, and let's do one more for the phone number. Okay, great. All right, so now we have the 4 different text components split up between our 2 column layout. Now it's important to think about the columns, especially about how they will display on a mobile device. Now the way the column layouts work is that whatever is in the first column will be the first thing that displays on a mobile device, and then directly below that will be the second column, and so forth and so forth. So you can always experience what this will look like on a mobile device by changing it to the mobile view. And you'll see how we have the 2 text fields, so this would be the first column, and then we have the next column, and so forth. Let me go ahead and bring it right back. Now, depending on how you want to structure and organize your input fields, you may also want to experience a box layout. So if I brought in a box layout, you'll notice that as I'm dragging these components, I'll get this pink bolded line, and wherever I let go is where that component is going to go. So just so you can see some visual differences, this is a box layout. And here is a card layout. Here is a billboard. Now, depending on what you're trying to do and what kind of experience you want to provide to your end users, a billboard layout provides a great visual experience. A box layout can help structure some information together, or even a card layout. But you'll notice how the box layout gives you this nice defined kind of title bar here, whereas the card layout does not. But with the card layout, you also have some additional options for you, including the color of the card. So maybe I want to change the color of the card, the style, maybe an accent, maybe change it to success, maybe have it be a message that displays, maybe a warning message. So you have different things that you can customize for a card layout depending on what you're trying to achieve. We can also remove the border, even show a shadow. So depending on what layout you want to start with, think about the experience that your users will have when they're starting to utilize the interface to either capture information or get information displayed to them. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and just remove these layouts here. Remove the card layout, box layout, and remove the billboard layout. Okay. Now, if we look at the text field, we also have some other things that we can do with this input. So we have the label, which is currently text. Perhaps I'll change this to first name. I can also change the label position to be adjacent, if that makes more visual sense. Or I can make it justified. I can also make it completely hidden, if that's the look I want to go for. Just keep in mind, for accessibility purposes, you still want a label even if your label position is hidden. That way it's readable using screen readers. You can also incorporate instructions, tooltips, or even placeholders. Just additional visual identifiers to your users to explain what is expected in this field. So we have instructions that appear just below, a placeholder right there inside the field, and then a tooltip shown by this blue question mark icon. So depending on what you're trying to achieve, you have different components and layouts that you can use and different structures that you can achieve the various forms that you're going to be creating or pages used to display information. All right, and that's it for now. I'll see you all in the next one.